little bit of a nightmare here today. I hate when you fall through these steps. Really hate when this happens. Hello everyone. So today we're going to be working on a slide out on a fifth wheel trailer. In the slide out, it has aluminum framing throughout. Sometimes you'll have a slide out that is built with 2x2 framing, but this one is all aluminum, which is good, but the base always rots out in them. So this is what happens when you get water damage, and this video is here to help the folks out there looking to do it themselves and to see how it's gotten done. So as you can see here how badly this is rotted, I'm just going to show you outside here. You can see the complete bottom is completely rotted away and falling completely out. Okay, so we will be doing this step by step amongst the other things that we are completing in here, but today this video is on repairing a slide out. Okay, so we'll catch you in the next segment. Under the main part of the beam here, that's a very strong corner, using this tool to lift, put a 2x3 underneath, a 2x3 in here, so you've got lots of clearance to remove the coating, cutting directly along the seam of the wall. All the screws have been taken out underneath, and then we're going to use the circular saw to cut. On the outside has been removed. As you can see, we need this gap in here to be able to completely remove the plywood that is rotted. Okay? Also, your main lag has to be removed, and any screws holding down the original piece, and we will be cutting this back. And also you've noticed that the membrane has been pulled back. We didn't cut anything other than right here. It can be rolled back out of your way. Then you can re-staple and spray glue onto the new 5/8 ply that's going back in here so it can stick, and then re-staple it on the top layer as you get it installed. Okay, so here is the piece out. Now you can see outside the trailer. Okay, with the complete rotted section out now. Okay, so we will see in the next segment, okay? Here we are underneath the trailer now. As you notice, all the screws have been taken out and everything's cleaned up here. Then you get to this side here, and inside you've got a screw that has to come out, and then all of this needs to be removed, all this rotted wood down here, to accept the new plywood. Okay, so we are on the other side of the slide out now. As you can see here, I've put extra supports in the center because, you know, you're stepping on it. You just don't want any stress on the front, because we are cutting out each corner here to replace the plywood. So inside you want to get this plastic all pulled out, vapor. Okay, but in this corner here you've got wires coming through that give the power to the slide out and the lights and outlet. So we're going to be removing the rotted area first, and then we're going to decide what part we're going to cut to put joiners in and reinstall. So we will catch you in the next segment when we get this section out, and hope this is helping so far. Okay, so here we are outside here underneath the trailer again. As you can see now, we have cleaned this completely out. Okay, and we're just working on the other side. Okay, so we've kind of speeded things up. We've got the first piece installed, and the bevel also cut to match for the Teflon bump. And we'll go out here. Let's take a look. And so what you want is to make sure that this is flush with the aluminum. Okay, so everything will go back nicely. Okay, we've reinstalled our lag. Okay, and we're going to be putting in some self-tappers on the other side, and then we will be replacing the coating on the bottom, the waterproofing barrier, and plugging the power for the slide so that we can insert the plywood and make a couple of holes for it to go back through. And here's the first piece we're going to be installing, already wrapped in the vapor barrier. Okay, nice and neat. That's what you want to see, and all waterproofed, that the customer won't have any issues in the future. Okay, now our second side has been installed with your cables going through the floor. You only want to put it like a little slit in here so that it, you know, doesn't let a lot of air in and moisture, and then you put a bead of silicone around that afterwards. So everything has been lagged down, lag is in, and other self-tappers, and it's starting to come together. So we will see in the next segment. Okay, so here we go on the first side of the trailer here, and we are reinstalling the vapor barrier. And you're going to be using this product, just a spray glue, and we put that on, spray that directly on the vapor barrier, and then stick that on, and then staple your corners. Okay, and everything will fit nicely. Okay, see you in the next segment. You're going to be using 100% silicone. You're going to seal this. Get a nice healthy bead. On the inside. Seal it up really good. Also along here. Okay. Trying to do this with one hand. Okay, and when you get the silicone on, this is what you want to see. Silicone coming out of the holes. So you have a healthy amount in there. No chance of water getting in again. Plus we're going to be siliconing the top edge to finish it off. So we'll see you in the next segment. Okay, so here we go now with the slide. We have installed the two new pieces, one in each corner. Everything's sitting flush and perfectly level, and everything has been screwed on around. Everything of our vapor barrier has been put back on. Now it's time to measure out the plywood that's going to be screwed down on top to make this complete as one. Okay, so now we have installed our new plywood on top, completely screwed down now, very strong. We have just two little pieces here we're going to be adding in. Okay, one on each end, and then we will be doing flooring over top of that, and you have a strong slide that will be great for many years. Okay, we'll see you in the next segment. Okay, so we're back inside now. We've got a good handle on the flooring getting completed here in front of the slide out, actually throughout the whole trailer. But you can kind of start to see here now how everything is coming together. We're just going to be re-insulating and repaneling the section of wall and then reflooring, and you will see the finished result with all the items that I used to finish off with all the trims on the outside edge of the slide out. Okay, so we have insulated this section of wall here. Before I close it up, I just wanted to show everyone. So the you know, most of these slide outs, they have a power unit here that plugs together and goes through. So you want to, when you're putting the top piece of plywood over, to make two small notches, keep it small. And then when you're putting in your flooring, also keeping everything nice and neat and tight. And then of course the panel is going to drop down, and I'll notch out these. This one will fit nicely behind here, but I will have to do a little notch just for these two wires, and everything will be hidden. Before it was coming out of the middle of the wall here, so you can make things look a little neater. Okay, so I'll see you in the next segment. Okay, so let's get back in here now and take a look at the finished slide out here. Let's get back over to the corner here and take a look at the finished corner. Okay, as you can see, this is the finished area with the trim installed. Very nice and neat. And that's really what you want to see, is something nice and clean. And also we had installed the flat
transition with a bit of the bevel that also hides your edge of your floor and bumps right in front of the Teflon bump for that extra added clean finish. So while we're on the topic of slide outs, let's take a look at all the slide outs, shall we? Okay, let's go right into the kitchen here. Everything matching, and of course that's with flooring on the facing of this one, okay, to match with everything else, and with that same 1 inch by 1 inch black high gloss edging. Now let's take a look at the fireplace area. Okay, this one here is a different application here. So this one here is sitting flush because we didn't have to use the added piece of plywood on top. So essentially you're going to be putting the same beveled trim on each one because that's all you need on this slide out because it's in perfect condition. But it finishes off your edging of your floor right in front of the Teflon bump with a beautiful finished area. So I hope this has helped everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe for our future videos. Thank you. Have a great day.